All right, coming up next is our highly anticipated championship matchup for the UFC Women's Strawweight Division title. All right, so here she is, the number one 115-pound contender and a strawweight who many fans believe is the number one strawweight in the world. Now, thankfully, the best will fight the best. This is her chance to prove it. She is not the champion. She believes she will leave as such. And as she makes this walk, you hear the crowd behind her. She is looking to leave as the new UFC strawweight champion. Two years apart, these two fighters with similar height and reach. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the challenger, Thug Rose Namajunas. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Zhang Weili.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, do not fight. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out stylistically because both women can truly do it all.
This is a very close fight, very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded that you can't find an advantage for either fighter. I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Nice punch there by Weili. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Namajunas gets tattooed with that hook. Beautifully timed and placed. Oh, the right hand is there for her. stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? Beautiful hook. Back in the clinch now. That is how you scramble, folks.
Nice punch lands.
Educated jab right there from Zhang Weili. This is a competitive division, but certainly looks like a fighter who could reign for some time.
I mean, China's first UFC champion. And Weili is the person that you want to see carrying the flag for her country. She has everything. She's even learned to speak English now. She understands the importance of drawing people in and capturing the imagination of the fight fans around the world. Great punch.
Well, she continues to leave that head open, and she paid for it there. She's almost moving into the strike. She hasn't changed up her tempo, and she continues to keep her head on that center line. We'll see if she can make the proper adjustments here. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. So just over 20 total strikes, which have landed for Weili Zhang.
Big body kick.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Might be able to hook onto an arm here.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, she slams her to the ground and with authority right there. So that's certainly one way to fend off the armbar. Lift your opponent up and slam her to the ground. Well done.
And this is where she's good. Once she's on top is where she's a beast.
Zhang getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
And with that, our next round is now underway. And maybe in 2005, she would have gotten that submission in the previous round, but submission defense across the board is so good now, she was unable to close the show.
The game is evolving, right? The game is continuing to evolve, and people are so well-versed in all areas of mixed martial arts.
Does she have a soccer background? How about the kick there?
I mean, she must have a soccer background because who kicks that hard?
Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked. All right, she's landed some pretty good shots here tonight, but still DC unable to string any solid combinations today.
I just don't believe she's confident in being in there. She's very aware of her opponent's power, so it's making her limit her activity on the inside. Throw that out the window. You're the faster fighter. You're successful. Let those combinations string together.
38 total strikes have landed for Weili Zhang. Just below 50% now in terms of the accuracy rate, landing 46% tonight against Namajunas.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Oh, beautiful counter with the jab. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Oh, now she's got that tie clinch. Appreciable damage could be coming.
That one snuck in. Nice strike. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Oh, how is she standing? Brutal knee to the body.
body can land.
Namajunas' lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Straight punch lands.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
That was a thudding leg kick.
30 seconds to go now. Zhang gets lit up by that straight punch. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their little shot. Let her round. All right, so the round is over, and she gets right back to the stool. The cut on her cheek is only getting worse as she continues to absorb damage to the face. That thing's only going to get to be more of a factor for her. We will see how it plays out moving forward in this next round. All right, so a huge moment for her in that previous round, DC, as we show you some of the highlights. The knockdown nearly closed the show for her.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the knockdown because it looked like the fight was over. Now, is her opponent tough? Yes, but is her opponent smart enough to make the necessary adjustment as this fight goes forward?
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Big kick. Oh!
That's it.
Oh my goodness!
That was a good stoppage by the referee. She was not effectively defending herself, and the opponent was doing some real damage. It became a dangerous situation. I think it's the right call by the official, and she will live to fight another day. So there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion of the World. That sounds good. And how about the performance to get the win by TKO tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 21 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC Strawweight Champion of the World.
Well, this is the type of title defense that could send a rippling effect down through this division. She came in as the undisputed UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, and she did nothing to dispel the notion that she isn't the unquestioned best at 115 pounds. She and her team prioritized the finish, and you could really tell with her approach in the fight. And maybe that's why they are grinning ear to ear here tonight. The Strawweight Champion will celebrate this latest defense of her 115-pound title.